So I'm going to talk today a little bit about levels of awareness. And the first thing that I want to say is when I say levels, I don't mean one level is worse or better than the other. But because we have to use words to communicate for the most part, I am using that word to make this make sense. But I just wanted to say that because when I hear the word levels, I think like, oh, this one's better or this is worse. But really, it's just the way that we have to talk sometimes. And so I'm going to be speaking that way in terms of awareness and consciousness. So as we gain more awareness and consciousness and go up levels in our awareness and who we think we are, what we think this all is, what we think the people in our life are and what they mean to us, we start to see things differently and our reality starts to shift externally due to that shift in our consciousness. And the thing about having a very high awareness, when you are a very aware person around people that are not that aware of who they are, you see things like you're watching a movie, and it's very interesting, right? It's very interesting. You can start to see things it's humorous. Even very serious things come off as humorous. Not like you're laughing in people's faces when they're struggling or things are really bad, but you see the humor in it and the non-permanence in the things that people are so devastated about or so identified with, are so confused about. And we've all been there, so we can relate to those people. We can care for them and be there for them and support them, but we are not immersed in it as if that is what exists and that is all that exists. This pain is all that exists, and when you know, and the more that you remember that you stop having this, seriousness about anything really going on. But it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. True spirituality, really takes place in this moment, in this moment, in this moment, in this moment. It's not like something that you do later or something that you did this morning. It's like right now. Like, it's all now. And it's how aware you are, and I admit, and I have no problem with admitting this, I struggle with my awareness. And I also have been doing really good with being super aware of things from my perspective, right? The best that I can be. And I'm like, I can see these things. And so it's all about your awareness and what you can see. So the answer that you're looking for on any subject, you're going to get an answer based on your level of consciousness. Okay? So it's going to be different than if you asked a question on a level of consciousness higher than where you're at or lower. It's going to sound different and be different because it's a different answer to a different question, right? But to our linear minds and our brains, it's so hard to understand that. And so we're never going to fully, as humans, understand something completely and fully and you're not going to understand infinity through the finite brain. It's just not going to happen. You can get pieces of it and understand it to a point, just like I'm trying to express in this video, but I'm never going to be able to sit here and say, this is the full truth, this is how it is, and there's nothing else. No, and that's why I'm saying there's levels to consciousness. You watching this video right now, you are perceiving me based on your level of consciousness. I am speaking from my level of consciousness. And there's really nothing else but that, what I'm transmitting. So it's very fun. And recently in my life, when it comes to awareness, I really see it. So when I'm in conversations or when there's like a really heavy thing going on, or just like a conversation or whatever it is, any conversation, I'm always present in the conversation as much as I can be and engaging, but there's this part of me where I'm aware of how this is just a storyline. It's not really everything that's true. I'm not immersed in this, and I'm not able to react in the way that other people are reacting. Why? Because I'm not identified with it, you know? I'm not identified with that thing in the moment because I'm aware that it's just not who I am. It's hard to be emotionally involved in something when you're not identified with it and you're aware that that's not just the only case. So, you know, your awareness is very, it's just when you're aware and aware on that level. And then there's always another layer of awareness that you can have. So don't beat yourself up for what level you feel like you're on, just be at peace. You know, like I know that there's stuff that I'm not aware of right now that I want to be, and that, you know I'll eventually be more aware. But I'm also not beating myself up, and I also feel grateful to already be where I'm at. So your level of awareness is what will give you the answers that you're looking for when you ask the question from that level of awareness. So if you can be aware of that, you stop, trying to totally figure everything out and just let it unfold and recognize that there's always more, and it's coming to you. It's just at your own pace, and just try to find that peace in the now, in the moment that you're in now, and feel that connection to the now without all the worry and what's next or what happened. Just now, because that's all you can do. The best is here now. So yeah, that's a little bit of my thoughts on this awareness thing. I just think, we need to talk about it, and people have questions, and I have questions. I have a lot of questions. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.